There was apparently some news about Kevin Feige, and that he said to have previously warned Sony not to get too ahead of itself in terms of building some larger universes with the Sony verse thing, right? But he also offers notes on all of Sony's Marvel movies. So as you know, if you've been watching Sony movies, you know that I don't know what the end goal is. I mean, I know a couple of years ago during the Amazing Spider-Man times that they were trying to make a Sinister Six movie, but because Amazing Spider-Man got canceled, I guess that movie just never happened because the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of sets that up. So, and it seems like now they're trying to do that, but the problem with the Sony movies is that they're trying to make these people like good people or anti-heroes. They're not true villains. And I feel like in order for a Sinister Six, something to be called Sinister, Sinister Six, they should be evil. But Morbius isn't like 100% evil. Eddie Brock is just some dude. Ooh. So, I don't know. And who knows what else. They got like 15,000 projects lined up for not actually 15,000, but that's a bit dramatic. But they have a lot of projects coming up. They have I forgot his name. I think it's Bad Bunny. He's going to be like a Spider-Man villain, or he's going to have something to do with Spider-Man. So they have a bunch of stuff that they're doing. How are all these movies going to connect? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. This is the same franchise that made Into the Spider-Verse, which is not only one of the best comic book movies of all time, probably one of my favorite animated movies of all time. So Sony's really hit or miss. They also had No Way Home, which I thought was pretty good. So I don't know what to think about this. Kevin Feige obviously knows a thing or two about building universes and cinematic universes. So I think I agree with him. I think Sony's rushing it. I mean, they had one of the most successful movies of all time. Venom during in October when theaters weren't as packed as they were now. Venom still made I don't remember the number, but it made a decent amount of money, respectable amount during that period of time. So I understand Sony's trying to start a Sinister Six or trying to get something going, but they don't need to rush it. Morbius, I don't want to say something from the memes, but I guess I will. Morbius was one of the movies of all time, so I don't know what to say about that. And Morbius flopped. They played it in theaters again because they thought people would go to see it, and it turns out we were all just joking. None of us actually wanted to see it in theaters. So Morbius was a disappointment. It was a flop. It was in the I don't know the word, but it was in the shelf for a long period of time, and it released and no one liked it. Venom, people like how dumb it is. Some people actually like Venom. I like the first one more than the second one, and they got a whole bunch of projects lined up for the next couple of years. They have a Spider-Woman movie that has a stacked cast. So the thing with Sony is their capabilities are so high, but they also can go very low, and sometimes it's in the middle. So Marvel fans, how do you feel about Kevin Feige's input on this? Do you agree with him? Do you not agree with him? If you don't agree with him, let me know why. I would like to know. But I think that the Sony, I don't know what their end goal is, but I couldn't even predict it. But those are my thoughts on that.